I want a prawn pad thai in my mouth now.
I would actually
I'd eat it for
100%
breakfast.
have it for breakfast.
I'd never even tried Thai food before I worked at Ting Thai.
Yeah, you
I was
quite
so
a picky
fussy.
child.
Yeah, I know.
Quite
And
amazing.
I had to force myself, and I would every lunch shift, I'd take my, or was it like, yeah, it was, I think it was on my break or whatever, even though I don't remember having breaks there at all because it was so busy. But like, I'd take my box of noodles or my food, maybe it was after work, with some chopsticks and try and practice using them down to the park because I didn't know how to use chopsticks.
That's so sweet.
Practice.
That's what I had to do when we started going out.
Yeah, well, I only knew how to use chopsticks about 2 years before, so it wasn't.
I never thought I'd be able to. I can just about able to.
You're pretty good
now.
It's pretty amazing.
It does enhance the eating experience sometimes.
I need it sometimes because otherwise I want to eat too fast.
Anyway, needless to say, it's very early this morning, so we want pad thai to help us through.
I want a pad thai so bad.
Oh, because we had to get up bright and early to record
Yes.
the penultimate episode of the season, of our season, and
The season.
of the season.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was another thrilling episode last night where I was so anxious and stressed just
Yeah.
at the existence of the show.
We screamed at the cliffhanger. We
did.
actually screamed.
We did. I think I screamed and got up and left.
Because you'd said the day before, they haven't left us on a cliffhanger the whole season. They've always let us see what happens at the end of the round table, so they're going to do it again.
I mean, they always
And
leave
then-
cliffhangers on the murders, obviously, but yeah, they've never done it with a round table this season, I don't think.
Yeah, where they did it quite a lot the previous season, I think. So it was
I needed it. I needed to not have
sneaky
any.
Cheeky, but anyway,
I'm kind of glad we had it. It's because
Yeah.
it was crazy. Anyway,
so fun. But let's go back to
Yeah.
Wednesday's episode, where we found out that they had given the dagger to James, which I naively thought could have backfired because he might have got the scent of a correct idea, but that is not the fate for poor old James.
I knew it would happen like this because it's always the most obvious answer is the one that the faithful go for because it's the most evidence they have when evidence doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Framing people is all conjecture and circumstantial evidence.
Yeah, James was given the dagger, and all that they could come up with, especially Roxy, was it must be either James or Matt, the
Yeah.
two people who are the people
Involved.
in the frame, rather than thinking about who will be at the sidelines.
But who could be at this? Like, I can understand where they're coming from. It's like that.
Anyone could be.
It's
yeah.
like that thing where Rachel and Stephen chose to murder Adam, and everyone just thought there's no way that they'd guess. Like,
Yeah.
they have to have been in that group, and okay, they've kind of forgotten this point because it points to James again because he was in that group, I think, with Adam, wasn't he? When he got murdered,
Yeah,
and they knew he didn't have the shield. So basically, I'm just saying, like, it's hard. It's really hard to think of someone masterminding the situation because it just literally could be anyone.
Yeah. Although they kind of have been thinking that about Jade randomly for no reason the whole time, who actually seems like she might have saved herself after this one crazily, but I don't know.
Faraaz still has her as a number one.
Yeah.
Well, not in his group, in his top group.
Talking about whether they remember like previous things that have gone on, I wonder if we must have talked about this before, but I wonder if they're allowed to have pen and paper, and I wonder if, like, I imagine they're not
In the round
And
table?
No, like at their hotel, and I wonder how they could possibly police
I think
that.
they must at the hotel have pen and paper.
If I did, I'd
Matt could not have remembered all of those things without writing that down. That's impossible.
I suppose so, but then you'd think,
What's wrong with having pen and
People-
paper though?
because doesn't seem like I would make so many notes about everything.
But you're also coming
And
home at the end of a long day.
You are exhausted, but even this episode, Jack was like, oh yeah, I forgot that happened with, like, I forgot about Harriet saying that Rachel was a traitor.
But you can't write down every single thing. Like, I think it would be impossible to remember every single conversation you had throughout the whole day.
You can't. Oh, of course, not every single conversation, but things that feel like big pieces of evidence, they have seemed to forget.
But I still think that Harriet saying Rachel's a traitor isn't a big piece of evidence because Harriet was a faithful.
It was a big moment, though.
A big moment
that she said, if I go out, you have to look at these people. That would be something that I would write down.
But they've already looked at the 2 other people, haven't they?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I don't know. I just think I'd be like, okay, she said 3 people, 2 out of them aren't the right one. So I can't be bothered to look at the 3rd. I can see how that would happen.
They just seem to forget things is what I'm saying. So I'm curious.
I just think there's so much going on in your brain all the time on this show.
Yeah.
It must be completely exhausting. I don't know how people remember anything.
Yeah, it's exhausting on so many levels, isn't it?
And I think a lot of those people in that castle seem a little bit neurodivergent. And I think trying to remember things might be a little bit hard. That's why I'm sympathetic to it.
Yeah, you're coming at it from an ADHD point of view, and I'm coming at it from an autistic point of view.
Yeah.
You're like, there's so many props to look at all the time, and Claudia's wearing all of these things, and everybody's talking, and I'm having different meals every day.
That's like I was looking at this video of Odessa Zion, the one who's in
Mighty Supreme.
Thank you. And she was on a talk show, and she like went to kind of like look at the audience to like talk about a point, and she was like suddenly looking at something and reading something, and she said oh, and like it was like a cue card that said do not read. And she was like, I'm ADHD, I can't notice these things. It was really funny and cute. She was like, don't put things in front of me.
Oh my god, that would be so overstimulating. Oh my god, in line dancing yesterday, you know, the one where you do a turn, I was trying to spot well last time, but I think because I had you and Beth next to me, I was like, okay,
you were safe.
I can stare at the side of their heads and then I'll turn and land. But I was doing a couple of 420 degree.
What, you just kept going round and round?
Like all the way around, and then a quarter to the left, so that I was like this way and then someone was this way. Oh, sorry.
That was your dyspraxia coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
It happened once, but that was enough to mortify me.
No, you don't need to be mortified. That's lovely.
It's very, you just feel like you're just, where are you going to end up?
I forgot to tell you, when we were at yoga the other day, the woman that was next to me,
big fart?
No, her arm hit me like twice.
What?
Never in that yoga studio has anyone ever touched me.
The loud woman?
Yeah.
The new loud woman?
Yeah, the one that was next to me. She didn't have yoga etiquette.
Her arm hit you? In what pose?
Or our arms hit each other. But it never happens in yoga.
That's funny. Was she doing the left leg when everyone else was doing the right leg?
Maybe.
So everybody wasn't slotting into position correctly.
Yeah, and you know how like the mats are in a slightly different on that side of the room. My mat was a bit further forward.
Yeah,
I would have been in the right place because I'm an old, what's it called? An old hand?
Yes.
I'm an old hand.
That doesn't sound right, does it?
I don't like it. I mean, what's that? Is something to do with cards?
I don't know what the origin is. Perhaps.
Is it just you've got a really old hand?
Yeah, your hands have been doing it for a long time, so they're old.
I don't know.
I always get nervous that I'm going to, like, there's particular movements in yoga where it would be embarrassing to touch someone. And I think a lying twist would be really embarrassing.
It might have been a lying twist.
Opening your knees up to the side quite softly and intimately, and then them going plonk onto someone's head. I dread that happening.
Has that happened?
Or windmill legs. Because everyone's always going at different speeds.
Yeah.
We've all got different lengths of legs, and then everyone's trying to get into rhythm with each other.
Some people aren't thinking about the rhythm, and that's the problem.
Honestly.
That's my point.
Also, all sorts of embarrassing things could happen in goddess pose, but luckily
I don't know how all of my... I don't want to jinx it, touch wood. I don't know how I've never farted in yoga. Aloud.
Have you not?
No. My bum is like...
I don't think I have. I'm thinking... I'm
so loosey-goosey with my farts at home that it's... I need to be careful.
It is dangerous. Other people definitely have. There's been 2 or 3.
Oh, I love them all because I feel bad.
I feel like I have, but I think I'm remembering train farts. When you think you're
Train
safe
farts
on a long haul train. and then it's always noisy.
Yeah, but also the trains are noisy.
No, but you know, like 11 p.m. at night on the train back to Port Talbot, there's me and one man in the carriage.
Stop doxing us, always. Yeah, one man in the carriage and you've done a fart.
And then it's like, I'll just let this one pop. Regrets.
Oh, and you're like,
No.
whereas on a plane,
It's
into
you,
the atmosphere, it's always me.
Into
Sorry.
the atmosphere that is enclosed in all
What
of
are
our
we meant to do?
lungs
What are we meant
for
to do?
17 hours.
I can't keep a fart in for 11 hours.
Go to the loo to do your farts, as my grandmother would have said.
Would she? Go to the loo to do your farts?
Yeah.
Sometimes they echo in the bowl.
I know, I don't like going to the loo
like
to do
that.
my farts, but I think sometimes my mum goes to the loo to do farts.
What do you hear?
No, I wouldn't. She's a very... She doesn't have a loud, farty public life.
No, she's secretive.
Yeah.
Secretive farter. Because her mother would have said, go to the toilet to do your farts.
If you need to do a fart, go to the loo.
Would she say fart?
I don't think she would have had a problem with fart, but she would have had a problem with toilet.
Go to the loo.
Loo.
I do always find that funny when people in the restaurant that I don't work in always say like, where's the toilet? I'm like, but just say bathroom. I always say bathroom. Where's the bathroom?
Does it offend you because it's in a food
I'm
place?
like, yeah, everyone's eating food.
It's a
Stop saying
toilet.
toilet.
I have inherited that from Evangeline. There is something medical about toilet.
I haven't.
Sam used to get really annoyed and say, but toilet feels like that's where you go to do a wee, in the toilet. I don't like loo.
Because it sounds like
He
poo.
used to get angry.
Is that what he'd say?
Yeah, probably.
Because it rhymes with poo.
Yeah.
He's a simple man. Loo and poo, toilet wee. Anyway,
Boil it in the toilet. Sorry,
Boil
that
it?
just came out.
oh, you just wanted to say it?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything.
Boil it like a hot wee.
Oh. You're
One of those
very
boiling
long
hot
wheeze. Yours are so long and hot that they would boil the toilet. Sorry.
Don't talk about how long my wheeze are.
They're so long.
I just have a strong bladder.
I'm sorry, I
can
admitted to
retain
farting on the plane, which
like a-
everyone's going to chastise me for. So
I can retain like a camel all
it's
day
amazing.
long.
Don't do that
That's-
though, because I don't want you to get
No, I
pelvic
actively
floor
don't.
problems.
But that's what I learned from being a shy person at school that never wanted anything to go in or out of my body for the whole length of school. No food eaten, no wee done. I'd literally go home and be like, tear my uniform off, get in the shower, and then sit down and eat so much stuff in front of neighbours.
Would you not
Simpsons,
eat anything at
Fresh Prince of
school?
Bel-Air. No, it just disgusted me. I wouldn't eat anything.
I can't believe you didn't think you were autistic.
I know.
And why did this not come up at the?
It wasn't
at the whatever the word is. The
Parents' evening?
No, no. The assessment.
Assessment.
Yeah.
I know. She just said, I wonder if we should assess you for autism, and then just said like, can you make eye contact? And I was like, yeah, kind of. And then she was like, oh, you're not autistic then?
Oh, well, what
she
year
actually
was
said-
this? 2013 or something?
No, not that. Ooh, maybe.
What do you mean? Not that what?
I was going to say not that late, but
Wasn't it when you were at uni?
I was like,
We
no, not
left-
that early.
We left school in 2012.
It doesn't go in 2012.
That was
But
13 years
then
ago.
I went to uni, then I dropped. I had a gap year, went to uni, dropped out. It was all very
So
complicated.
2014 or 15.
I was at, yeah, exactly. Anyway,
Anyway,
should
sorry.
have told her about the hot wheeze and the not doing.
It's not that you didn't need to tell her about the hot wheeze.
I don't actually do hot wheeze.
You don't. They're just long.
Yeah.
It's it's just a very autistic thing that I've never heard you say. Wouldn't let anything. It just disgusted me eating food at school.
Oh, primary and secondary.
That's so cute.
My whole mum was desperate. We'd get onto rhythms of like tuna bagels for a while. Was okay. Daisy will probably eat her tuna bagel, but then once I'd had something for about 2 weeks, then I suddenly was like, I cannot have this ever again. The thought disgusts me. Anything like an Actimel, little cakes that people had, all in plastic, disgusting. Someone got a cold sore off an Actimel once. That was a small plastic.
Someone got a cold sore off an Actimel.
That was a rumour.
That's not true.
I know. Beatrice had a cold sore.
Beatrice
and she
just
drank
had a cold-
Actimel every day.
She didn't get it from the Actimel. It doesn't work like that.
The way I just completely just thought that was
Unless
real.
someone else had some of her Actimel.
There must have been a
and
reason.
then she had some Actimel that someone else had, then she would have gotten a coleslaw.
Maybe.
Coleslaw?
Don't even get me started on coleslaw.
I understand. I used to always... My mum would give me a piece of fruit and like a kiwi, and it would always end up squished all over my things.
Oh, kiwi's a bad one.
Yeah.
Because as soon as a kiwi gets warm as well.
Well, this is why I'm surprised that you could have a tuna bagel.
Because of the warmth? Well, it was England.
Yeah, but it's still in your bag, isn't it?
Everything in a bag is bad. That's the problem.
It was quite funny because I had a romantic thought the other day of if you worked in the office and I was a stay-at-home partner, which I think I kind of love and hate. I was having a romantic thought of making your lunch every day, but now I know that I shouldn't feel romantic about that because you don't want that.
No, I think... I wonder.
You could have pasta in a box, rice in a box.
Yeah, our lovely glass Tupperware. See, that's why I was so keen.
Now it's really making sense how keen you were to get the glass Tupperware.
And you did say it was life-changing.
It is life-changing. I love it. But you could put it in the oven.
Stunning.
But obviously not the
and
lid.
in the dishwasher doesn't get funny smell.
Yeah, because that's my one. Plastic in the dishwasher.
So you
stinks.
could give
I
me
hate
that
it.
and it would be a lovely pasta or a dish. And I would like that. And because the main thing was the school made me feel sick.
Yeah.
Being at school, being overwhelmed. I think in my office I'd be okay because I could go off to a park bench and sit there and listen to my podcast and be like, and then
Life
eat my
is
lunch.
good.
Anyway, I have thought about this sometimes when watching the Traitors. Would I like this food that's out there on the tables? How long's it been there? Is it yummy? Is it gross? I'm very curious about it. They seem a little bit like
they never sit
picking
at,
around.
Yeah, they never sit at the table when they eat, and that
No.
annoys me. I'm like, I don't know. I
guess
find it
'cause
hard
it's-
to sit on my lap every day, but
it's set up to
sit on my lap.
You,
Sit on my own lap.
the table is set up so you're not like facing each other, so maybe it just feels a bit cold and
Yes.
like sitting at one of those long dining tables either end.
Yeah.
But it is odd that they don't just want to eat somewhere properly. Anyway,
yes. So we get to
spinny
spinny time.
Spinny
That was
time.
good. I enjoyed it. Why is it kind of always like I feel like I'm watching like this when someone's about to be sick? I'm like,
oh my god,
so bad.
double vom.
I know they were both great watches. It's
Yeah.
bad. Like we've got it's the naughties in us that we watch these things happen.
I imagined myself on it then and it made me feel ill. I would not be happy with that.
I was so excited. I wanted to go on it so bad.
But I do think they wanted more dizziness from them. They were all running surprisingly in a straight line.
Yeah,
And
they were.
We needed more comedy
Falling
fallovers.
Comedy
And-
whoopsies.
And the rain at the end looked so
It
grim.
looks bleak.
Claudia
when Claudia's hair has gone puffy, that there's been a bad downpour. I
Dishevelled
realised
as
that
fuck.
people must hold umbrellas over her.
Well, they weren't doing it enough, were
I know,
they?
that's what I'm saying. It must have been bad. So apologies, last episode we just kept calling Jack Jake.
So many people have ripped us for that.
It's Jack. I'm like, oh, it's all the same. It's all the same. So Jack got the shield,
Yes.
which was really good. I was happy for him getting the shield. He deserved it.
Yeah.
And I want him to stay on now.
Why?
Well, I'm feeling more on the, oh God, I want them equally to win, the faithfuls and the traitors.
Me too.
But I want Stephen to
but
win.
Jack isn't one of the ones that I'm rooting for, especially.
Oh, I don't mind. Faraaz and Jack, if it was those two, I'd be really happy.
I like Faraaz. Faraaz has risen as a late star.
Well, because of what happened in this episode, right? Where James went so hard on Matt, and then it was really heartbreaking when he got it wrong.
Oh, God.
And he was just like crying because he felt so awful.
And it was disaster because Roxy was still around at that point.
Yeah.
And she just reacts to anybody speaking strongly at the round table. She's just immediately like, I think you might be a traitor because you're having big feelings about this, even though it's like Rachel's the traitor who's never got big feelings about anything. But anyway, so she was just like zeroing in on him because he was getting all impassioned about it. And then it was like, no, James.
I felt really bad for him, but I'm kind of glad that Matt went so that the suspicion was off of him. But I'm desperate for, just jumping ahead really quickly, but I'll come back. I'm desperate for them to get Rachel now, because I just want them to have a traitor and feel happy. Anyway, sorry. So back to James and Roxy and Matt, etc.
Well, Roxy almost manages to get him out and to get James out all of a sudden. So I don't think he can now be... They're going to have
He won't go to the end.
No, they're going to have to make sure they get rid of him.
Yeah.
It was sad to see Matt go in the end. He was very charming.
And he was really good at defending his corner. I was like, yeah, why would he do this? It's so stupid.
I did not think this was the best idea at the time, but reflecting now, maybe Rachel should have given herself the dagger, because it now feels so just weird that she is there for no reason. She's not particularly like, who would she be being kept in by? She's not really got allies. She's too clever.
That was a really good I can't remember who said it, but they were like,
I think it was James. James
it was
being
like, why would you still be here?
Yeah, why would you be here? There's no compelling...
Especially when she said, sorry, I don't trust any of you.
Yeah, it's quite funny because they've all kind of realised that they're a bit dumb. They're like, well, we're here because we're dumb and we're friends with people.
Yeah.
And why the hell is she here?
So going back again.
Yeah.
Matt goes that also, I think in this day, Roxy has said to Stephen and Rachel, asked them both, asked Rachel now, are you a traitor? Which is a stupid question because they're obviously going to say no.
I just have to, I'm really sorry, I've just got to ask you, is it you?
Are you a traitor?
No. And then she cries.
And then she's like, oh, phew. Yeah. Good. Stupid. So that happens. And then we have Faraaz saving his skin, because I think he would have absolutely been murdered if he didn't do this.
100%.
Like, he would have been a goner.
He was next.
He was like, I think it might be you, Rachel. I loved it. Rachel's name hadn't come up enough. And then Faraaz absolutely saved himself. And I went to bed thinking, please murder Roxy. Sorry, Roxy. But just because I want Faraaz to be able to fight that.
It's just,
that argument.
It's quite amazing because he hasn't seemed like he's been contributing that much. And he just seems like he's been laid back, like not really necessarily observing, but he must have been observing loads, because it seems like he just knows it. Yeah. I mean, it's silly to say because lots of people have felt that they've known it about other people, but it's just like he's
like
just,
fewer and fewer people, like he's just
seen it, and it's so exciting, and he's got this kind of like grin on his face that's really unnerving her, because he's like watching her do her acting now, and she knows that he's watching her do her acting, and it's just so fascinating. And I'm rooting for him and her at the same time.
Yeah,
it's
me
so
too.
Crazy.
I'm like not actually even rooting for Rachel anymore.
Well, I know, me neither actually, because I know that there's no way she could win now. But
I don't think she'll get to the end.
Rooting for Stephen at the same time as rooting for Faraaz.
The only way Rachel might have had a chance was if it was between her and James in the next episode, where they can't reveal.
Yeah.
But now that if James goes, he's a faithful, she's a goner.
There's no way she'll be kept. Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's amazing. So the next day, Roxy's gone, which I think was the smartest decision from the traitors, even though it would have helped their long game. But also in the evening at the turret, Rachel said to Stephen, if you hear your name flying around, it's because I have to. Shot herself in the foot there, because Stephen's been zip, 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 telling everyone, what do you think about Rachel? I'm maybe thinking Rachel. Loved it. And also, I'm glad that he paid attention to the fact that they said we'll never write each other's name on the slate, but it didn't mean anything else.
But I don't think she quite meant it how he then took it. But
he was right to be suspicious.
Was he? She hasn't done anything bad to him.
She's untrustworthy. I think she would at the end. I don't trust her.
No, but the facts are he immediately took that and run with it and has started betraying her. I mean, it is fabulous.
Yeah.
But he's not just like going along with conversations. I don't know if she would have been in this tie situation if he was actively pushing it.
But I also think she might be a bit of a fool, because you can't defend anyone at this stage in the game.
I don't know. I'm so torn about it because it's such a strong thing to have an alliance when there's so few of you that you know if there's two of us and we're going to vote the same way, that is like unbelievable protection. So it is worth protecting that. But also, I kind of want her to go out because now if she goes out and they all find out she's a traitor, then that could sate their thirst for traitor blood enough that Stephen actually could win, which would be quite stunning.
I can see it happening.
Just seem to trust him so much.
Yeah.
I mean, Faraaz is bringing his name up, but I don't know if he'll have enough sway in the group.
Good point, because I mean, if it is them in the final, Faraaz could could not end the game. And
yeah, he probably wouldn't end the game, but so then Stephen might have to
and they
frame
can't
him.
murder.
Oh my lord!
Because they would have murdered Faraaz, I imagine.
Yeah. So had another heartbreaking episode from James.
And also, this breaks my heart that he ends up being suspicious at the round table for the amount of effort he put in this challenge.
Running
when he was running, I was like, that must be Jake. That must be Jack, because he's a personal trainer. And then Jack was like, I'm struggling.
I feel like he's a pretend personal trainer, especially because he just because he looks like I'm completely stereotyping. He looks like he wants to sit in his room playing guitar instead of
being at the gym
pumping some iron.
Yeah.
And he said to James when he was trying to encourage him, he said, dig deep, which is like something someone would say if they're pretending to be a personal trainer.
Do you think he might secretly be a private investigator or something?
Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it looked like James was the world's best athlete, but he was running so fast. But then it turned out he actually was just making his body do something it shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
And he collapsed into a bush. Bless
it was
him.
so sweet when he said, like, I just had to think of my partner and our kids, and then it was like
skimming stones on the local beach,
and then he going bam and hit it. I was like, yes.
I really felt for him because he's got no allies, no friends. He was doing it all on his own.
I know,
and he's going to be
so
fucked
hard.
anyway.
I know, he's just trying so hard to prove himself.
It's such a nasty feeling seeing it kind of come to play that those solo players just can't really win, and they're like, there's no way they're going to let Jade win with them. There's just going to be the alliance, like Stephen. Well, actually, I don't even know who the alliance is. Faraaz and Jack are the alliance.
Jack and
possibly Stephen.
Jack thinks Stephen is a hundy, which is wild.
Bloody James leant over to Stephen when they were in the car and said, "You're 100% not a traitor. I can't believe that you would be," or something. It's just like, how can you just throw that off?
You can't. You don't know anything.
He's the one that is. Oh my god.
So that challenge looked exhausting.
That was crazy.
And then we had the round table.
Oh my god.
Where they were saying we're going to take a different approach. We're going to talk about every single person. I mean, and Rachel was like, "Yeah, I'm going to bring things about you, Stephen." And like, what was it? It was like the in the cages.
I wondered whether I couldn't tell in that moment that Rachel brought Stephen's name up, whether she was getting her own back because he was bringing her name up, or whether she was possibly paving the way for him to win, seeing that she now can't win, because if it's clear that
I don't think she's doing that. I think she's
him.
Yeah.
I don't know though. She could.
That would be nice.
It would be cool. I don't think anyone would really have it in them to do that. I think they would just be thinking of themselves. But it did. I think it will only benefit him that she targeted him in that moment.
just think she's benefited herself. He's benefited himself by implicating her. Like, I think that's just his.
Well, yeah, that's for sure.
I think it's like not even her. I think she was getting her own back, like you said. And two people changed their minds when it was a tie, which meant it was another tie. And I'm actually so thankful. It was so exciting.
Yeah, it's so fascinating. So fascinating.
Fascinating.
Seeing the difference between James James's defense, which is I don't have a defense because I don't have any gameplay. I'm just me. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I am me.
To compared to Rachel, which is all like,
she's like, I got one and don't you dare take that away from me.
Let me tell you. Yeah, all of this drama, and Jade was more convinced by one and Jack was more convinced by another.
I think Jade was more convinced by James.
Jade changed her mind,
which is amazing.
Went for James, which
seems
Rachel.
Like, wait, didn't she go for Rachel?
She went for Rachel first, then she changed her mind and went for James.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
I'm thinking of saving, not killing.
Yeah, I thought it was the other way around. I was like, go with the one on the slate.
Yeah, she wrote James first, changed her mind, wrote Rachel because she was moved by James's kind of like, fucking hell, I don't know what the hell was going on thing. Whereas, which makes me think she's cleverer. She is actually, now that she's not just defending herself loads, she's actually being perceptive, and
that's what she needed to do. And I think everyone said she was like, I haven't had any chance to like not be defensive.
Yeah,
and I'm glad because she was really good in this round table, actually coming up with some good theories.
Yeah, I was happy for her, seeing her being able to relax a little bit, even though.
Although one thing she said during the thing where they throw the stones, she said, my video gaming skills coming in with my aim. I was like, what the hell? On a video game, you're pressing your thumbs. You haven't got... nothing.
No, you aim a gun sometimes, darling, at headshot. There's lots of aiming that goes on.
Okay.
You haven't proceeded to the nerdy heights of headshots.
Like, well, you're not doing it like that, are you?
No, but you still have to look at where something is and try and... I know what you mean. I did wonder... I think it does. I think it might help your aim in some ways, but it doesn't help your physical body. Well, it clearly did
because she was the only one that could do it. So
it helps your brain aim, but maybe not your body aim.
Okay, got you.
As if those two things are separate. I don't know.
They are, aren't they? I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway.
Yeah. That, I mean, also didn't realise she was so tall. I just
when she went and got the frame down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then her getting that shot, like she's obviously got very long limbs
and well coordinated.
Yeah, happy for her that she could have a good moment this episode before she gets inevitably killed, banished. So we were just left on an agonising cliffhanger, and I think we both are in agreement that we want it to be Rachel.
I was like, please, gods. Please, to the fate gods.
But
let Rachel go. I really want her to go.
What a bloody...
She's done amazing, but it's time.
What a crazy thing for her to have no votes the whole time, and then suddenly everything just collapsed on her all at once in one episode.
It's crazy. But she was not... she was under the pressure at the round table. She was a completely different person.
Oh my gosh,
her behaviour was all wrong. Like, it was sus.
Yeah. Yeah, it was uncomfortable. And I'm glad that this might be amazing for Stephen, and he's still managed to keep his integrity by keeping his word to her. I thought he might write her name.
Yeah.
And he didn't have to. And I think he'll be secretly hoping that she goes out, even though he didn't write her name.
I think so too.
And I didn't want to see him look her in the eye while he wrote her name. I didn't want to see
it. I couldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. He promised he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fucking hell. He's really fought out of some sticky situations, so if he wins, he deserves it.
If James goes, next round table, he might... Stephen...
Faraaz is the fly in the ointment, and he just... I don't think he's the least suspicious.
But I'm saying if James goes, Stephen is going to have to vote for Rachel.
Oh, so we will still see it happen.
Because there's no...
I forgot she might not be going. Oh my lord.
There's no other option.
Yeah.
He can't
can't be like, suddenly I'm suspicious.
Unless he goes Jade.
Yes, there is still the Jade
option. Then you'd be like, why aren't you going for Rachel? You said she was your number 2. Sorry. It's so stressful.
I feel like that's probably what's going to happen, isn't it? That's probably what's going to happen. I don't know. Oh my god. Anyway, we'll see.
I really want Rachel to go for Stephen's sake. And for all the faithful sake.
Oh my god. We've got to go and watch Uncloaked.
Oh, yes.
With Brecky. Who was it that we wanted?
Wait. Oh, we want to see Roxy because she thinks that they're both...
Oh, yeah, because they showed her saying, I really hope Stephen or Rachel win.
Girl.
See.
Yeah. Okay, everyone, enjoy the final tonight.
Oh my god. Sign up to our Patreon if you want more stuff from us. We chatted about Mighty Supreme, Blue Lights.
In great depth. And when I spoke to your dad about it, he said we didn't give any spoilers away. He was like, you barely spoke about the plot. It was good.
Oh, that's good to know.
He said we spoke about the plot even less than Kermode and Mayo.
So, well, there you go. Spoiler-free but in-depth discussion of Mighty Supreme.
Yeah.
And all sorts of other shows that we've been watching. So that's at Watching Telepod.
Yeah.
And you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever you like.
All at Watching Telepod.
Indeed. And we'll be back in a couple of days, a day or two,
with the finale episode. Let's go. Yeehaw.
Yeah. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.